This is Air FM online.
There's a woman sitting next to me, and the plane lands, and
Hold
she
on.
asks her friends.
Continue. Hold on.
She asked her friends after, "What do you watch?" And this Dutch voice saying, "Wat cake." And then
They do have a voice.
and they asked her, "What did you
What do
watch?"
you do?
They told her, and then she's like, "Wong, I was watching this Three Billboards movie, and not a good movie at all." Like, bitch, you didn't even understand English. That's why.
Nah,
Oscar name and Oscar nominated, but sure.
it's not a good
Sure,
movie.
several Oscar nominations, for sure.
It's not interesting
They
at
don't-
all.
They don't know what they're talking
Yeah,
about.
she
no
was,
good-
she was cracking it up as if it was like scary movie or something.
Come on, these people
Culture
don't know
is
what.
lost, man.
Yeah, man.
Culture is lost. People don't.
Bro.
People's tastes are all the way. Anyway, Jeff is going to take us into something beautiful today, ladies and
I don't
gentlemen.
know.
This is Three Angry Men. I am Oliver.
My name is Jeff.
I'm Nick.
Jeff, take it away.
Take it away to what?
The topic. Would you stop? Oh, my God. We had such a great intro. Jeff always ruins everything.
So, by now everybody knows we love movies, we love TV, we love music.
Especially people in the Middle East.
Boom.
Yeah,
Shout out.
we got it.
Yeah.
We got some people listening. Thank you for listening. Keep listening, please. I'll stop interrupting these people.
Okay. There you go. Good.
So, by now everybody knows we like music, movies, and that kind of stuff. But we have a specific thought about Netflix.
Well,
And we have talked about this a few times. We don't particularly love everything on there. There's some shit we really like, we really love, really root for. But every now and then, a lot of times, almost always, we find some shit.
yeah.
Some stuff that's just
And more
bad.
the recent stuff for me. Like they used to, they had some
Whoa.
stuff. Well, they're mass producing now, so there's so much. So the probability of something being shitty is just bigger. It's just
Yeah.
more
Yeah,
stuff.
like 80% shit, 20%. Like if something 20% is really good, really good, and then 80%.
Yeah, they're making all sorts of.
But
They
they're
just-
banking on that.
They're just giving the wrong people money. Like, what is his name? Adam Sandberg or some shit?
Mm-hmm.
He's been allowed to make like 5 or 6 movies for Netflix in just 1 or 2 years.
Who's that guy?
He's from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
No, Adam Sandler.
Oh, Adam
Adam
Sandler.
Sandler.
I thought Andy
Oh.
Samberg. Andy
This-
Samberg is
This
the guy.
guy,
from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
what is his name?
Yeah, Adam Sandler.
Sandler. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been having a lot of Netflix.
Well, you know what it is. His films are the type of films he makes are very effective for the platform because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
number one comedy. Comedy works very
Yeah,
well on Netflix. Number two, it's the production of it is not highly. It's not very expensive.
Yeah, it's easy to produce.
Easy to make. He's famous,
Mm-hmm.
so it's the costs are low. Profit can be very high.
He does the same character every time. And his voice. He
Yeah.
has this voice.
Yeah,
he has
he-
this weird.
It really feels like he's forcing his voice to
Mm.
sound some certain way, and
Like
it's
people like
fucking
this
annoying.
thing. I don't know
But,
why. Because I
yeah.
think his best
I
performance
don't know.
ever. His best performance ever was on Funny People, which was a more serious role. He actually was a serious role for once.
He was
Have you watched
also
Never.
no. I haven't yet. I have to. You
Oh,
told
you
me.
should. You Funny
You did,
People with the
It's a very good film,
Seth Rogen. So
apparently.
anyway. Yeah. So but
What do they got
Um,
on there? What are some of the new things?
They got a lot of new shit.
Because I haven't been watching
So
for a while.
I'm just going to read off some of the new titles. They have Ali Wong, Hard Knock Wife,
Oh, ooh,
stand up.
okay. I heard about her. Isn't she the
Yeah.
new
that's it.
thing? Isn't she like a? She's
You know what?
she's like the new like the up and
She's-
coming.
I watched this stand up. It's pretty okay. The weird thing is she only does. It seems to me because I've only seen two stand ups of her. She only does stand up when she's pregnant. Because the first time was also when she's pregnant. This one is also when she's pregnant. In the years between, she didn't do shit.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So maybe that's her gimmick. I don't know. But
That's gonna be a hard career. Longevity. You're gonna have
Yeah.
10 kids.
Yeah, she's actually pregnant. Like every
yeah,
time, actually,
yeah. Like if you watch the stand up, she's ready to burst. Like that's how pregnant she looks. But she's very funny. Like it's
I heard about this.
It's not like when I watch a Dave Chappelle or Chris Rock that I just cannot breathe from the laughing or anything like that. But it's just funny. It's just entertaining to watch.
I heard something about this. She's like the new up and coming comedian. That's what I heard. Something like that.
Yeah.
Where'd she come from? Like, what's
What's the
her
good point?
comedy background
What are your credentials?
or entertainment?
What
What's
are
your
credentials?
CV? Give me your CV.
I'm sure she has done the whole circuit like every other comedian does, like all
Are you sure?
underground shit. For
'Cause
sure.
They got some industry plans over there.
Mm,
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
Yeah, they do. These
of
people
course.
come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
yeah. It seems like she's
um,
done quite a while. Quite a lot of
She's
things.
like some TV shows.
Yeah. Oh, she was also on Fresh Off the Boat. Okay, that's why. I remember.
Yeah. Okay, that's why.
I've seen a few. I've
Yeah,
seen
I
a
know-
lot of
I
that.
know you watched that.
Inside Amy Schumer doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I don't want to. No, we don't need to talk about Amy Schumer.
Yeah,
BoJack
I was gonna
Horseman.
say,
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That was
No,
Hmm.
Amy Schumer
Okay.
is falling off, right?
Here we go.
She's got that movie that was successful,
Oh,
right? But-
she's. I saw it when.
Oh, I Feel Pretty. Was that the
Yeah,
movie?
that movie,
Where
like-
she the premise is she hits her head and then she feels pretty.
But
I don't
she didn't
know.
change or anything. Normally in those kind of movies, you change. Like somehow your brain changes or some bullshit like that, and you perceive the world differently, or you are different. But in this movie, the whole joke is she didn't change at all. She's the same fucking person. She looks the same.
He just-
Everything.
he
The
just
only
feels-
thing is she feels way more confident about shit, overly confident to some extent.
Oh well,
That's
I
the thing,
well I
always. Why
get
she
that
doing
though.
that?
Like it's like maybe the message is that if you're more confident, then you can get things done that you couldn't get before, even though you
I
haven't changed
think
necessarily.
that's a
in
good
terms of
premise
the-
for an SNL sketch, but not for a whole movie.
yeah.
If you see the trailer,
Did you see it?
I saw the
You
trailer
would
in
watch-
the
you would
movie.
watch
in the
it. Jeff,
trailer.
but Jeff watched the movie for sure.
Oh no, I didn't watch the
He
movie.
doesn't want to tell
I
us.
actually watched
I
her
never
previous
Jeff
one.
doesn't want to tell
I
us. that he
don't
watched
watch
the
those
movie.
movies.
You sit down. And
You
watch
need to
this type
calm
of
the fuck down
Just
because
a
we are
little
not
after
doing
a
this.
long
that
day
type
at the
of
bank.
shit.
Nah,
Watch that.
nah, I don't
Just
watch
keep
those
it.
movies.
Just keep it real, Jeff. Be honest with
I'm
yourself.
keeping it real. I
And
don't
don't
like
lie
you
to
doing
the
this
audience.
bullshit. Nah,
Totally watch
this happens way too often. Way too often. I'm going to
Okay.
say way too often on here. You say
Okay.
some shit and people confront me in real life for that bullshit. I don't need that.
Okay. All right, okay. I guess I saw it's out in theaters, but I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
watch that.
I saw it in the trailer in the theaters before watching Avengers, and to me it seemed like if it was an SNL sketch, it would be very entertaining for just a minute or two.
Mhm.
But this should not be a whole movie.
That's what I had with her previous movie. Did you watch it?
Trainwreck.
Yeah, Trainwreck.
Yeah.
I watched it, and
I heard about
it
it.
could have ended an hour early.
For
Really,
sure.
for me, like, yeah, that was it. Like after an hour, I was like, and now I don't want to. I know how it's gonna end. Nothing interesting is gonna happen, and it did.
She's just making the classical romantic comedy movie with these small twists.
Okay, well, don't
Just
bash
being,
it. Don't bash it too
anyway.
much. She got some people.
Back to Netflix.
She got some people.
Back to Netflix.
Back in
Okay, we
Don't
talked
do
Ali
too much
Wong.
of it.
They're White People, season 2.
Oh, you want to discuss this?
I'm just listing all the shit shows
Alright.
on here.
I haven't seen it, so I can't.
I saw season 1. I wasn't.
You didn't know?
I like there was a movie of it first, and that one was pretty okay.
It was originally a movie. That's
Yeah.
true. The movie did what it had to do,
the movie
and then
was
they brought it-
straightforward.
and then they made a Netflix show.
Yeah,
out
and
of
that's the whole problem with Netflix shows. We have talked about this also before. Is they stretch things too much. They put like a movie format in TV shows. That doesn't work really
Yeah.
well because from episode to episode, it is not that
it.
interesting.
Did you is the creator of the show the same? Also the original filmmaker of the.
I don't know.
That's what I want to know. 'Cause that's what I.
They-
So the creator here is
Yeah, I know.
Justin Simons?
Yeah, he's the one who made the movie.
Okay.
That's him. Yeah, I
So-
know
create
he's-
so much. I want to discuss, or maybe not for now, like in a bit. The
Yeah, he
He
did
did have
the
a
same
movie
thing.
there too.
Jeff, did you watch Everything Sucks?
No.
I watched
Put it out
and,
there, man.
I have a long list of things about this thing. It
Maybe
got
so
canceled.
because-
It did get canceled eventually.
It got canceled eventually, even though it had a huge cult following of
I
youngsters.
saw it. They
young
wanted
kids.
this was like they wanted to make a Stranger Things kind of thing with the 80s, but then with the 90s and make it in really about the kids, not about the whole mystery story.
Yeah,
There
but
was
there is
no,
no
yeah.
mystery
There's
story
no-
here.
It's a high
Yeah.
school, like it's a
Yeah.
it's like
But
a
they
high
took
school
that
thing
out, I
or
think.
middle school thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you mean.
But now it became a story about lesbian kids in the 90s. That
I
like
thought
so
there
you
was
can
one,
do a lot
I
with
thought there
it.
was one lesbian. I love him.
No.
Lesbian kids in the 90s. You can do a lot with it. There's a lot of places you can take that.
No, there was
Go
like
all
yeah,
sorts of
no,
ways.
but the thing is, the premise is maybe it's a spoiler alert. One of them is a
Always
lesbian, and she has a
spoiler
crush on that other one. In the end, they end up dating because the other one's like bi, I think, or some experimenting stuff. you know.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay.
But they could have done a lot with it,
Okay.
especially nowadays, right?
But doesn't
And-
that premise sound like Degrassi?
I mean, I just think it's. He thinks
But
they
this
can
is
go
like-
a lot of ways. I
these
don't
are
see
younger
many
kids.
ways you can go with that.
No.
I see
No,
that
but
go
if you
one way.
watch it, they didn't even go deep into that thing.
It's all surface level shit.
It's like but there was this one scene where first it was all PG,
Mhm.
really, and but it was cool. I'm like, okay, it's interesting, and then at some point there's a scene where you really find out that she's a lesbian. Because there's this kid who the main character has a crush on her, doesn't know she's lesbian. She can't she has to bottle it in. And then she's watching a magazine and she's about to masturbate.
Okay.
And her father catches her and he thinks she's just looking at the magazine, being jealous of the bodies of these women, like that. Anyway, and I'm like, okay, this is gonna take a turn. And then they don't do anything with it anymore. Like they don't go deeper into the whole lesbian thing. That was the only thing that was like R-rated or like a bit.
That was the
over
only
the edge.
hint.
And then it went all the way back to PG. Yeah, the only hint. Yeah, and the rest was all PG. And then it went shallow. Like there was parts where they could have really gone into the struggle of being gay and all that stuff. And they didn't at all. Like it was completely shallow.
They should have unpacked it. Yeah. Oh. It's canceled though.
No, now it's canceled. And I thought this was gonna be one of those classics.
It's an 85% match for you, Jeff.
I don't know why.
So you need to get it. Yeah, we know why.
That's also annoying. Why don't you tell me why it is an 80% match for me? Like
you watch this type. You watch this type stuff.
Oh, I watched Skins before. Yeah, okay, that makes
It's telling you right here. And you watch Atypical. On my block, you watch
the end of the fucking world.
The end of the fucking world.
That stuff that was really good.
Yeah, the end of the fucking world. I have in my list because I want to try that out. That one out. I thought that was pretty cool. Like
I don't know.
It was like this guy trying to kill a girl or some shit like that.
Yeah, it's a psychopath kid.
Yeah, like Dexter with kids, kind of.
No,
Yeah,
actually,
no,
Oliver, you would like it.
I don't think so. I saw I watched a long trailer. I was like, oh, what's this really? It's too.
No, you have to watch it.
All right.
I wanted to give it a chance, but
I haven't seen it. Really give it a shot.
never
I just didn't really feel. I mean, I'm in a different space.
But what I'm like, I feel like this exactly. So the problem with Netflix, if I relate it back to Everything Sucks, is that they rush things. It's like it was rushed. The production was rushed because the writing was inconsistent. It seemed like every episode was written by a completely different writer with a different vision.
Yeah.
And it was like fragmented. Some episodes were like very PG, and the other ones were just extremely not PG, and they didn't go deep into the whole issue.
It's mass production.
They made Netflix has that problem. They just give everybody just a bit too much freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's mass. I mean, if you have that many subscribers and they're all tuning in for different reasons, and they all have different. You can personalize Netflix. That's the thing on Netflix. You can't do that with TV. So you can personalize very specific things. So they can make a couple things specifically for you, that shit you watch, and target it to you, and you'll be happy. And then they make other things for other people. They target it to them, and then they can keep it. So they don't really have to do something that's that good that everybody likes.
Yeah, but what I don't understand.
That's what it is. Or that's that. They Universal.
They did that
at the beginning.
Yeah, because they needed the hardcore group to come in and stay, and then they're making stuff for everybody.
Cult stuff, isn't that niche projects? They're all niche projects. They're all just niche projects.
Yeah, but then what I really don't understand about this being canceled is it had such a cult following in the end. Like all these kids were tweeting about it like it was like no other show. It has the potential of being like a cult thing. Like for the kids, it will be like our American Pie, maybe like in a way.
Okay.
And even to the point that at the Netflix headquarters, there was all these banners being hung up like extend, Everything Sucks, and like renew Everything Sucks and stuff like that. And then it got canceled. I'm like, but it has such a like people were protesting it. So it's like it has a potential of being a cult thing.
Isn't it probably because the people that were protesting are not able to buy a Netflix subscription or pay a Netflix subscription? It's mostly their parents paying for that shit.
That's a good point.
So I would assume that because Netflix is in the process of selling subscriptions, not really making or selling TV shows.
You're breathing very heavy into the mic.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Don't do that.
Yeah. Carry on. It was really annoying.
I'm assuming they want to maximize the parents or the adults who are able to buy subscriptions. They want to get those in instead of getting the leechers like other people.
Wow.
Leechers.
Kids, man. Leechers?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I guess if
they
don't pay
what would you do if you?
Okay,
what would you do if you were
All
Netflix and your entire audience for one show is kids that aren't actually paying for it themselves?
Yeah, but still,
it's an interesting question.
It depends because with a lot of things, the kids are what make. If the kids, I know a lot of people. If their kids are not watching, then they would cancel the subscription because they do want their kids to have something to watch.
That's also a point.
Some families really have it for their kids to a great degree.
Maybe look up why it got canceled in the meantime. I'm interested. I
Do
didn't
your
even check
job,
that.
Jeff.
Shut the fuck up, man.
Look the shit up.
What was it called again?
Everything sucks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep talking.
And
But I have no idea why I don't watch it. I don't know why they canceled it. But it seems as if, in terms of the shows they're making more niche shows, and it's almost like it's more about quantity. Because they're making a lot of shows. At first, it was like just a couple rollouts, and then there'll be very good shows at the beginning, and now they're just doing a lot of shows.
But I feel like
I don't know why they don't reel it back and get themselves. Like I like the era where every network had like their flagship show.
Yep.
And like
Mhm.
several high quality shows.
Yeah, but also
like
they had their
everyone-
own way of doing it. Like HBO's, like Entourage and Vinyl, and are very similar.
Yeah.
In production as well as
Yeah.
storyline and
Yeah.
style.
their style.
Netflix is all over the place with
Yeah.
it. They're trying too many things. I think it's maybe they're like a jack of all trade,
Yeah.
master of none.
But
kind of.
let's talk about what's really going on though.
Well, I think
let's address
yeah.
the elephant in the room.
Wait, before that, there's no real information on why it really.
See, this is the
got
interrupting, by the
canceled?
way, that you don't. This is the interrupting. David.
So I need to give
This
people
is
the
fucking-
information.
well, this is well.
This is the information we search for.
This is
Like the whole thing is, and this has happened before. I assume this is me assuming based on other cancellations. They probably had internal numbers that said that the show was not doing that well, but the critics loved it. So
Mhm.
the critics gave it 9s, 10s, all that kind of stuff. But internally, maybe they have numbers. They saw it was not doing that well. Was maybe losing.
Is that what
them.
that said?
No, but that's most of the time what happens with Netflix.
Then why don't you
shows.
just read what the article
No,
says?
because,
The article
article
doesn't
says
say
no,
doesn't say
clear.
anything.
Doesn't say that.
It just gives information on the show, the creators, and then says it's canceled.
Like everyone, apparently, I thought they were.
We're
I
left with
think
Jeff's
they were already
hypothesis.
started shooting the second season, then it got canceled.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened.
Waste of money.
Yeah, and maybe there was
But-
a huge following, just like a small, very loyal following.
It's most likely something like that. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can go in with your
Well,
story.
well, the elephant in the room. You want to
There's an
address?
elephant in the room
Yeah,
when it
go
comes to Netflix and what they're
Mm.
doing.
Mm.
They had their top shows,
Mhm.
and both of those are going away. One is nearing its end. The other,
That one is-
House of Cards.
House of Cards is
Yeah.
fucked.
That's you see, if you look at House of Cards and compare it, just with any sort of common sense, just objectively compare it to everything they're making now, it's just a massive difference. You just see you got Kevin Spacey, you got Robin Wright, you got Mahershala Ali, David Fincher directed the first episode. Like he's executive
But the
producer
writing
on it.
also.
The writing, it's just
On a
just the
different
level of
Yeah.
production quality is just different. It's not even like it offends to anyone else.
No.
It's just like it's different.
Do you know how much political
It's just all
knowledge
it
you need
is.
to have to
This
write
is
a show like
different
that?
level of quality, and now they don't have anything. Show wise,
they got screwed
people would
over
say
there.
Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Are you saying Narcos was one
Mm.
of them as well?
Yeah, but that's now also
I don't know what
like,
they're gonna do with it. They
but,
really
you
did
know,
well,
that's also-
actually. Third season, they did very well. Catching up with a different storyline.
They're doing
I
yeah.
hope this one works. I don't know how it's going with that because their location scout got shot in Mexico.
all kind
All stuff. I don't know if that's gonna come. I hope it, but then they have
My point is they need to get themselves a new House of Cards or a new Orange is the New Black.
To
They
me,
need to get a new one of those shows. Just like people are gonna say Stranger Things though. People are gonna say Stranger Things is it.
I don't think Stranger
There's a
Stranger Things
show
is there.
called
Stranger Things is there. Right?
doing well called Orphan Black. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, but that's
Orphan.
not theirs. That's what BBC, dude. That's
They-
been around
they
for
did bought
okay,
decades.
okay.
Maybe
I
they
don't
bought
know,
it.
my friend
Maybe they
watching
did.
it,
They
I'm
did the
not
same
sure.
thing with.
Stranger Things is theirs, right?
Yeah.
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 Orphan-
No, Orphan Black is straight up BBC. That's not theirs.
Did they not buy it or some shit? No, it's theirs. Yeah.
That's hard.
But Jeff, it's funny when you said about the
BBC, right?
the
Yeah.
critics rating shows high.
Yeah.
Because I recently finished watching Altered Carbon.
Mhm.
That's theirs, right? It's
That's
completely theirs.
Netflix.
Yeah. It was crap.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
There we go.
it was the kind of show where
Pull it up, Jeff.
the concept is brilliant. It's one of the best concepts of a future movie I've ever seen.
They do really well in that. Yeah.
Yeah, and the sets were great. The production value was extremely good. The writing and just the dialogue between people was the cheesiest stuff. Like we'd be watching and sitting and watching it, and like at some point, like no, he's not gonna say this, and we'd say the line before they say it, and they say it. I'm like, no, Come on.
Yeah.
So and the acting for some of the actors was lead actors was unconvincing. I think it's because one of them was she's Mexican. It's not her first language.
Oh, okay.
No, but because it's, no, because there
Reel
was
it back.
listen, man, I have a point to make. Let me.
Okay.
Because she would sometimes rant in Spanish as well, and that was convincing as well. And like, but then when some things, when she's trying to act angry in English and stuff, it was like, yeah, you know, you're acting, you see, you're acting. You know, like you're not supposed to. And but then the show, the episodes get like 9.6 ratings, 9.8, 9. Like the episodes, so people love it.
It's all of Jeff's
Even though
friends.
all of us, even like
Will you come down, please?
multiple people I watched with think the lines are the cheesiest thing ever. It just ruined the whole show for me.
I don't know. I feel like people are not very critical though. I feel like the general public is just like, oh, it's fun, and then 9.
Maybe
Like
that's
Yeah.
the
So the
problem.
dialogue is not
They
good,
might-
but they know it, but they
Yeah.
don't mind.
Mhm.
It's sort of.
Nowadays they rate stuff by how fun it is. How much enjoyment do I get?
How
out of it?
enjoyable it was to watch, not
Yeah.
necessarily how good it is. If,
Yeah.
if it's still
Yeah.
production
Yeah, but,
value
like,
and
I
the
mean,
concept is interesting, they'll give
It was
a high
enjoyable
rating.
and it would build up, and then you have a shitty line, and it would ruin the whole flow for me. And I have to get
For
into
you?
this again.
Yeah,
For you, for me too.
Yeah.
But you know, for the kids,
the ratings were super.
A lot of people, for some reason, a lot of people can just skip that kind of stuff and just go for fun only and enjoy stuff for just the enjoyment of it,
so
and not care about
so
good dialogue or that shit.
watch.
Go ahead.
What are you
Go ahead.
what are you
Go-
watching, Josh?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
What are you pull up your
on,
list?
on
Let's see what you're doing today. We're gonna look at what Jeff's watching, ladies and gentlemen.
I was
We're gonna learn some new
starting
things.
to watch this Rapture, this documentary series.
Oh, I heard
on
about this.
hip hop.
Oh yeah, because you're a fan of Logic, right? He's in.
Nah, I'm not.
Just
fan
a
of
Logic fan.
I'm not a fan of Logic. Don't
He's
say
in.
that.
He's in the documentary.
I thought this would be maybe be interesting.
See,
Give it a try.
He even watched the T.I. episode. There's an episode about T.I. He didn't watch that one. He didn't want to watch that one.
didn't
I
watch
just
it, yeah?
He
started.
didn't watch the
I
T.I.
just started
episode.
on the first episode. Look, why am I pulling up my Netflix?
skip-
We can
you
go
can
to yours
skip-
as well.
There's only
Yeah,
porn on it.
Oliver.
There's only porn on it, so
On Netflix,
this
right?
is the only thing I'm watching.
This is where the real Oliver comes out. This is Oliver's.
Yeah.
I haven't used it like months on some real shit. I haven't watched it.
You watching Friends again? Annihilation.
Actually, I'm watching.
I tried watching. Look at my. Okay, go to watch it again and look at what I'm watching, bitch. Go to watch it again. Boom! Fargo. No Country for Old Men. Saving Private Ryan. Network. Rain Man. Classics.
Yeah.
Boom!
I'm not discussing that.
And a Bill Burr comedy. He's the shit.
He's the shit.
So there.
But they have some gems on it. But yeah,
you
these
can't say shit about me.
these some older ones. Yeah.
Dave Chappelle. Chris Rock. Look.
Casa,
solid.
de Papel is getting a lot of good reviews.
Is that? Oh yeah, that's on
Are you watching
Netflix.
or
Yeah, I know some
Yeah.
people
I
that
haven't
want me to
watched
watch
it.
it.
A lot of
I
people
heard
have
it's good.
asked
I
me
heard
to
it's
watch
good.
it as
People
well.
telling me to watch it.
Where is it?
I don't know. I feel people are sort of exploiting the whole Hispanic crime thing a little bit. You know, it's a little much. Narcos went big. There's like, oh, we're gonna do more seasons. Of course, you're gonna do more seasons. Oh, and El Chapo too. And oh, there's also this
No, but
bank
I think
robbery.
They did
and, oh,
another thing with.
there was another
with
thing about Pablo Escobar. They're doing
yeah.
another Pablo Escobar movie now.
But this one is made in. This one is not American made. I think.
I think it is.
Yeah, it is.
Javier Bardem and Penelope Cruz are in the lead, so that's
Oh, yeah, no,
American money. You
that's
need to pay
American
them.
made. Yeah.
And
But I think this is the whole Spanish language shows and everything coming in. That's just Netflix play for the
I mean,
world
it's the second.
domination.
It's the second most
Mm.
spoken language.
Yeah.
in the
and
world.
now there's an
No.
Arabic one coming.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Was it the
I
first
saw.
one? No,
I
no
saw
one's
there.
getting
Being
fact-checked
shot
on
in my
that. I think
country.
it's the second.
Yeah.
I think it's the second most spoken language in the world. If I'm not correct, it's up there. Right?
I think so. It is.
It's like
It
second.
is.
Or
Second.
third.
If it's
second or third.
and then
First is
Arabic
Chinese.
third, bro.
Spanish is
Oh,
second.
oh.
English third.
Why are we so? Hey, we gotta get more kids. We gotta have more kids
What do you mean?
to increase and put Arabic up above Hindi.
I'm surprised you're even in the list.
What do you mean? There's so many Arab
No,
countries.
That's
There's
true.
so
When you
many.
see, when I see it, I
And
realize
then there's
it.
so many Arabs around the world as well.
When you see it, you're like, oh yeah, it makes sense.
Like China makes sense, of course. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Portuguese
But,
is 6. But yeah, I think that is Netflix. The whole idea of you see it also in my Netflix. I watched Terrace House, and that's a Japanese show, and because of that, my shit is filled with Korean and Japanese shows. They're just trying to get people to watch that shit.
But you watched it too, right?
Huh?
All
What?
the other stuff.
No, only Terrace
No.
House. Only Terrace House. You need to calm the fuck down, both of you.
I mean, just
Terrace
be
House is
honest
cool.
with yourself. This is a safe space. We have good people watching this show.
I know we have
Be
good.
yourself.
We have some nice ass.
If
people
you're watching
watching
that, then fine.
Except for the ones that called me racist for saying
Okay,
Bruno
there
Mars
we go.
is better than Chris Brown.
There we go.
So this is just episode
Hey,
commenting on.
Chris Brown, he
No,
got
we
got
don't.
allegations against him now, so I'm right.
That's true. Yeah, he does have allegations against him. Chris Brown.
But
We can talk about
We
that.
get
kind
to
of
where
stuff.
it's the TV
yeah,
shows.
yeah.
So what you're watching is what we're talking about because your
Yeah.
shit's funny.
But
My
do
shit
you
is just
think
good.
Netflix is too caught up in world domination, as you say? Then
They're not
creating
focused.
something good.
They are not focused. Like
They
if
need a new
you
House of Cards, man.
if you want to make something good, you need a bit of focus. So you need to choose one territory. You can choose a Spanish speaking country or Asian countries or African countries or whatever. But there needs to be a good show out of it. Like I saw, I was watching this one show from Brazil, 3% or something,
Yeah.
and that was the whole premise seemed very interesting, but it was not that good. So I stopped watching it.
Even because I think Alejandro Gonzalez Iñárritu worked on that. Who did I think so. Who did like Birdman and shit. That's what I heard.
Wow,
So I was like, yeah. Then you're like, how did you fuck that up? Look it up.
they must have some crazy guidelines,
If
some odd
I'm not-
guidelines.
They don't, dude.
You
I
know
don't.
what?
I don't think you
has,
even get to do shit. I think they may fucking. No, it's all.
No, but Netflix has a thing.
I thought he worked on it.
Netflix has
But
a
he has
thing
maybe
where
a
if you
different
watch
show.
a Netflix original, you know it's a Netflix original without even knowing it's a Netflix original. Like by the way they set up scenes, and it's a Netflix.
Yeah.
show.
You can see a
I don't know.
Netflix show really easily, and it's weird because they get shows from everywhere, but
Mm-hmm.
still, when it's on
Well,
Netflix,
there's a
you see
standard.
it.
There's a standardized process, right? There's a standardized process. So they get. It's like with any, not any studio, but especially in the past, the studios would have. I don't think he did work on that. I think I'm bugging.
Okay.
But I think in the past, studios have a very specific style, and I think that's what they're sort of doing, especially because of their platform. They want things to be consistent. I think it's more price efficient for them to have it in house and sort of do it in their way.
Yeah, and then that's why
So,
the creativity doesn't
Cost
really
efficient. I mean,
do what it has to do.
yeah. I don't think you get
Like,
to
they
do
don't-
shit,
But
man.
They,
I
they
think you handed
chose-
in a script to them. I don't think you get to do shit. I think they say, okay, we just get.
Yeah, but they
I
they
don't
throw
think you really
so
get
much
to do
money at
anything,
this shit. Like
basically.
when you hear these Netflix deals, like people get crazy amounts of money from this shit. How is it then not possible to really do a bit of your own shit?
I think you get maybe the writer and the director, but I
Everybody
think a lot
else.
of the crew and cast they have that hand, and that affects a film so much. People don't understand that if you don't get to
know-
pick your own crew, it's really not even your film. Like it's not going to be your film. It's the
I hope
film
they
of
don't fuck
whoever
up
else
because
is
there's this
in charge
Middle
of that.
Eastern thing I read about them doing the Arabic series. I
Talk
saw
about
the directors are Yemeni American that grew up in America. So I'm like, I hope, but the cast and production team usually are Jordanian and from all over the place. I hope they don't fuck it up. Because they still got like they're like, yeah, he's Arabic, but he's American too. So it's people
Yeah.
that haven't
Yeah,
grown
but
up in the Middle East per se. I don't know if they can catch the whole
Maybe they
vibe.
maybe
That's one of those Netflix things.
maybe they went on a vacation.
vacation. Yeah, but I mean, yeah.
Vacation.
If you come to
Sure.
John, I'm not gonna show you the good
Yeah.
stuff. I'm not gonna show you the ghetto. Well, you will see the ghetto. I don't know. Depends what you want.
That's what you want. You can
You-
pick.
Do you want a thrilling vacation?
If
This
shit
Let's
loads.
say about it.
But
Yeah, gin. Even though
Yeah.
this thing is good. Yeah, because it has a lot of Islamic what do you call it? Like
undertones.
yeah, basically.
But what
And
Netflix
so you need
is,
to know it very well and the culture very well.
Yeah, yeah. What I think you were getting at, and why I think what the Troop is such a problem is Netflix is really well from what I've seen, and you especially correct me if I'm wrong. They seem really well at doing stuff on location. So when they make stuff, it is always made in the country that the stuff is going to either be broadcasted from, or watched the most, or benefits the story. So if they're making something that is really Spanish, they make sure that the crew is Spanish, that everybody comes out of Spain and that kind of stuff. But to me, it seems like they get the crew and everybody separate from the director and possibly the cast.
Yeah.
So the crew is already there. They're already in Spain, Japan, UK, or
But
any
the
other country.
creators are
The
not.
creator comes from America, gets shipped there, and then they say work.
That's the disconnect.
It seems like
That's-
that.
No, there's definitely a disconnect.
This is
I
what
don't
I'm
know
worried
if
about
they do
here,
it like
and
that, though.
this one is gonna
Yeah.
be watched so much. Like
What we're now
the whole
pointing
Middle
at-
East is gonna watch this.
Yeah.
but I'm afraid it's not going to be good because of that.
I mean,
let's
but
introduce
here's the
it
thing.
first.
There's the thing. Here's the. Go ahead, introduce it for me.
So
Interrupt
we're
us.
talking.
This is the interruption
Shut the.
again.
We need some
This is what
context.
but this is the interruption.
We need
this
some
is what they
context.
mean, though.
I
I'm
don't-
telling you, this is what they
About
mean.
this, I don't care.
Tell us in the comments. That would
So
be-
Netflix announced Jinn. It's the first Arabic original series from the Middle East, and
Of course, where else would it be from if it's Arabic?
you never know with Netflix, to be honest. I know.
it's going to
Guess it
debut
could be France,
globally in 2019, and what is said it's going to be a supernatural teen thriller with up and coming Arab stars.
Stranger
directing,
Things,
writing,
I
and
mean,
starring.
here's my thing. Here's my thing.
Yep.
I read this right, and I'm like, okay, well, I don't know. Like, but why?
Talk about
I don't. When I read,
Now he's
teen-
scared because he has way fans there.
No, not even. No, not even that. No, I'm actually curious because I'm reading teen supernatural thriller, and I'm like, is that really what they need to be? Is that what?
That's
is that
also- I was just
of all
thinking
the
of-
things you could talk about from that part of the world? This
Yeah.
is the thing you picked.
I actually had the same.
I don't.
I
get, I'm
had
like
the same.
That's just me though. I'm
idea.
like, there's
Mm.
all sorts of things.
But this is because I feel like they're
And you picked this.
because they're very systematic in choosing their thing. Like they know Stranger Things did very well, so they're
Yeah.
like, let's do an Arabic Stranger Things.
No, it's all
and if that fails, they're gonna do
algorithms.
an
It's
Arabic
from-
House of Cards, which
all
would be cool.
algorithms. But that would work.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
different.
yeah, yeah.
That's
That would be
different.
cool. That
But
would
it's
that would be
algorithms.
lit.
Yeah,
That would
yeah,
be lit,
corruption
actually.
and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
we need to call them after the show and tell them like, look, we got the real thing you did.
That would
Man,
be awesome.
I know some people working on this, like in the production team.
Yeah, and I look, it's great. I mean, I don't. Here's the thing: I'm not from there, so maybe that's what they're
Yeah.
all waiting for.
Yeah.
They want to see a supernatural thriller over there. Okay, then if that's what their algorithm said, then fine. I just don't. If I'm thinking, oh, we're gonna do a story about that's set in the Middle East, that's not the first thing that shoots to my mind
But
No.
they're trying to
as an idea.
tap into the
Um,
because they know most people are religious there, and they're tapping into the jinn. You know, the jinn is the an evil spirit that's in the Quran. That's like the
Mm,
version of the devil. That's why.
okay.
But that's like I don't know if
It's
that's what
interesting.
interests people there.
I don't know. That's
Because
what
yeah,
I'm
it's
asking. I really
like
don't know.
they're being respectful to it. They're showing something in the Quran.
I
but
mean, I think
but
you can't expect them to say, okay, because of what's the things that go on there, they only want to see that type of stuff, only serious stuff. Of course, they also just want to watch fun things.
yeah,
I get that completely.
Yeah.
But it's just like I don't know. We
Yeah,
don't
I
know much
mean-
about it. Teen supernatural. Just the teen
the thing is that
supernatural
this-
element is what's.
This kind-
they're making a lot of young adult.
Because
teen
you know what I
shit
think.
now.
Here's my thing: the teen supernatural thriller or the teen story supernatural thing is, to me, it's a very specific genre of filmmaking. It's a very specific style. It's not just something that has teens and supernatural elements
Mm-hmm.
in it. There's a very specific way of setting up the scenes, very specific types of characters,
There's
and I think
Yeah.
it's an American invention. That's my
It is.
thing. So
It
my
is.
question is: are you just gonna make an
Wait,
American
no.
show? Yeah, fucking yeah, it is. Don't even start with me. Yeah, it is. Where else did it come from? Go ahead, Jeff.
no where
That's
no,
Where
true.
else did the teen
no,
the teen
I'm
drama?
Not, I'm not saying it is not an American
What is he
invention,
talking about? It's an American invention.
but I think
So are you going to make
shit.
just
I'm not
an
even going to-
American style show where they just happen to speak Arabic? That's my question. And
That's
the
most
evil
likely-
spirit
that's what
is-
most likely
Probably
Instead
yes,
of-
because the directors are actually American.
You see
Yeah.
my thing? Like
Yeah.
that, and then I'm not. Then I don't need to. I don't need to see that. I don't.
Yeah.
I'll check it out, but I don't need to.
Yeah, I'm curious for this one. I'm gonna give it a chance, of course.
Yeah, the whole.
Of course, we're gonna
the
watch
whole
it.
It's gonna-
seems
yeah,
American,
See what
so-
happens, but I don't know what they're gonna do.
To me, I just hope they don't embarrass my people.
Because my thing is,
Yeah,
my thing
Put out
is, I
something
don't
shitty,
think
and they think because the industry there is booming. We got the Oscar-nominated movies. We got people, crews working on Iron Man and stuff.
that's probably how this came about.
Yeah, and then
most likely.
if they
yeah.
do this,
My-
people are gonna. This is gonna be watched a lot more than that Oscar-nominated
my
foreign movie.
My thing is, the big question is: are they making this an Arabic original Netflix series for the Middle East, or are they making an Arabic original Netflix series for the world? There's a big difference. You get two very different kinds of shows.
Yeah,
It's for the world, but
they
it's they're banking on the Middle East watching it because the Middle East Netflix is still not that big, and their selection isn't that wide.
this whole article talks about making it for Arabic people, but
Mhm.
everything else, just the people they chose,
We'll
makes
see
it seem
We'll see.
like
it.
it's for the world.
I hope.
So
Yeah, and don't forget, most of the Middle East, like we have many countries have English proficiency, but the other half doesn't. They don't speak English, and they'll watch shows with subtitles, and now they don't have to. So maybe it's for them. to try to get into that market as well.
Yeah, absolutely. But then the shit needs to be real. You know what I mean?
You cannot
Not
half-ass it.
some cookie cutter. I don't know. I've seen what's that? They did some Japanese thing with Jared Leto. You see this?
Oh, that bullshit.
That
Shit.
that
was-
type of you see that type of stuff that I'm talking about?
Wait,
Yeah.
let me grab. Oh, that
If
was
it's
horrible.
like that type of it's
The
hard for me to explain
Outsider.
it. If they do stuff like that, then I'm like, okay, well, bro, come on.
Read
I
the
saw the
script.
trailer. I saw the trailer and I already.
I
thought
saw the
that.
trailer too. It's like you want to focus on Japan, but
So
Oh, but it's a story about an American.
American
guy
soldier in
Japan.
prison.
of all the
So,
Japanese people there, you
An
just
American
focus on the-
soldier in prison in post-war Japan enters the dark world of Yakuza, of course, adopting their way of life in repayment for his freedom.
They always do that shit.
It's always the same fucking story.
let me talk about it.
Go.
They
talk
have
your shit.
another movie coming, and I forget what it's called, but there's another
in it?
movie about an English guy who ends up in in a prison somewhere in Southeast Asia. I don't remember specifically what
Oh.
country, but he ends up there, and they have these like knuckle, these
Yeah,
The
Russell
street
fights,
fights.
the
I
street-
watched
yeah.
it.
You watched that movie? What's it called?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Wasn't it,
exactly.
The actor was a huge, he was a really famous actor.
No,
what
not
was
that
it?
famous. It's
I
like
thought it
an
was
up
very-
and coming.
one of those
It's a new
very
movie.
famous actors. Oh, a new movie.
It's
No,
still coming up. No.
there was a similar one. There's an
Oh,
older
they're
one.
doing it again then.
Yeah.
You mean? It's
Are
not
they creating-
Netflix.
No.
It's not a Netflix thing.
Okay.
But my point is, it's set in like Southeast Asia, and a lot of it is in their language and stuff. But you choose to focus on the one person who's not from there, but who's from the West,
Yeah.
to tell a
The
story
whole
there.
movie is.
And that's why I always like, I don't like it when they do stuff like that. Like they want to do something set in a different culture, but they want to do it through the eyes of people from a Western culture. I don't really.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Some knowledge just dropped.
Oh yeah.
I don't like that. It's just do their thing. Just to give them.
It's like
the
if they would have
space
done Black
and just
Panther
do-
from the eyes of Iron Man.
exactly like that.
that would be wild.
Exactly.
People would
like it's a
riot.
story about
Yeah.
Iron Man going there.
Yeah.
That's how they.
And
That's what
and
they
he
do.
sees
with a
the
lot-
hardships in Wakanda.
and that's what this is. You-
That was the comics were.
why not
before.
just do a show about
yeah,
Yakuza?
but I mean, like,
Why not just do a show about the Yakuza in Japan? Just do it like that. Just
Yeah.
just them. But you had to take
You had to
someone
take
else
this-
and put them
Yeah.
in.
I don't know how
I don't want to. I don't. I mean, it's cool if you like that type stuff.
I'm
Go
not
ahead.
watching it, no.
I'm not interested then.
I
It's
feel
I lose
mean,
the point.
Netflix is more interested in their business model than putting out quality shows. Is what it is. I think. They're testing it out according to the algorithm, as you said, it compromises the creativity. Like,
Whenever they do
original.
originals, it is stuff like this where they put an American in this kind of situation or some shit. But when they buy shows from those countries, they just buy the shows wholesale.
Yeah.
And then they get the more interesting stuff. But they, for some reason, they're not willing to make that stuff themselves.
I mean, you can't judge them. You have to talk about their audience. I think people want to see it that way. So maybe I like watching some shit that's authentic, but other people, other people I like watching shit that's different. Other people they want to watch, they want it a little bit,
Their focus
weird.
recently. They're really focusing on their stand up,
Yeah, there's a lot of stand-up comedians.
except for Monique. They don't want her.
Oh.
That's actually I understand her point now. It was like everyone is getting, even this pregnant one. And
She
she's
already had
like,
one.
And Monique is like, why not me? Everyone else is getting everyone. Jeff can go and be like, I'll give you a comedy show.
if for some reason I think I could be successful that way, like if I just go
Yeah,
up to
well-
them and ask them, hey, I want a special because I have done like 2 shows. in my whole
Monique's
life.
gonna murder you.
Yeah.
She didn't know you. She's gonna murder you though.
No, but they are giving a lot of people a lot of shows right now because I watched quite a lot of stand up on my Netflix and I just get random ass people right now just having some kind of Netflix special for some weird fucking
I think
reason.
they were gonna give it to her though, just not for the price, not the right price.
Yeah, she was demanding
Oh,
too
she-
much.
They were
gonna give
already
it to
okay
her.
with giving to her,
Yeah.
to her, but she just wanted more money. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's-
Yeah, but then she
Do you
wanted
wanna go
that. She
down-
wanted.
do you
She
wanna go
wanted.
no, I'm serious, what?
She wanted the
The
Chris
price
Rock
they
and
were
Dave
giving
Chappelle
her to-
money.
But yeah, okay, but the price they were giving her was too low.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
fair.
for
It
sure.
was.
sure,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
But I
The price
don't.
they were giving her was too low.
But when you do like we're going into this now, but when you do business, you don't
Let's, keep
you
it
don't
short,
take the
yeah.
first offer. You just go on. You
They
do
did.
business.
You didn't watch the Breakfast Club interview.
Her
They
manager
did.
is
They
her
did
husband. is the problem.
They did negotiate different offers, Jeff.
I
Fuck face.
You know,
He's talking. He didn't even watch the shit.
This is some of the newer ones they have had. Oh no, these are some older
Oh,
ones.
but
as well.
last point on also the stand-ups. I feel like they not just the stand-ups. They've been reviving people's careers, or like reboosting their careers.
Like who?
Like Adam Sandler
Oh,
and
yeah.
Dave Chappelle. Was
Dave
starting
Chappelle
a little
had
bit
his
small,
comeback, yeah.
but this is a big comeback. The deals he had, and Marlon Wayans.
Yeah.
I know we have our.
This
Like,
nigga here.
it wasn't the best, but still,
What?
he got the money. He got the Netflix money
Yeah,
on
he
the
got
show.
paid.
That he wouldn't have gone. Like he was starting to become irrelevant. I love him. I love him as a
He has a movie.
comedy actor. But
He has a movie coming up.
yeah,
right?
and he has a movie. He has a second movie on Netflix coming. He already had one, Naked.
Oh,
The other movie.
Yeah, he had the movie.
And it was like a
That's what I
lighthearted.
mean.
You know.
Here's the thing: is like they make things. At first, they were just making things as well as they could, just to establish the brand. Now I feel like they're making, because the thing with Netflix, the big difference between Netflix and movies in theaters is that the barrier to entry is far lower, right?
that's their whole game.
If you want to go to a movie, you buy a ticket. You have
Yeah.
to travel there. You have to be there at a certain time. You can't just
Yeah.
watch any time you want. You have to sit down. You have to make sure you went to the bathroom before you go. Otherwise, you have to pee during watching the movie, and you have to get out. You have to buy a ticket again.
Yep.
That happened to me once. I fucking hated it. But the point is here you can just like, oh, I had nothing to do right now. I really moved from my homework. Let me just, this Marlon Wayans is naked. Okay, let's see what happens.
But
They
that's
just
their
play
whole
it.
game.
That's
That's what they're trying to do. That's what they're doing. Yeah.
So it doesn't need to be something that is worth it. That you're like, oh, I would put in a lot of effort for
killing
this.
time.
It should be
It
good
just
enough.
has to be good enough for you to want to click on it
Yeah, that's a
and
good
not
point.
cancel your subscription.
Mhm.
Because the more you use it, you're like, oh, I do use it. So
Yeah, but
you
even if
cancel
there's
subscription.
shitty stuff going out, at some point there's such a huge selection that even you're like, I'm never gonna run out of material. I'm just gonna keep renewing my subscription because there's so much stuff. Maybe there's something good in between there.
But I think I don't know. Personally, I feel like that's might be the divide. Like they'll just do like, I'm waiting for that line to come where people start to understand that the stuff they make is not the same as what is in movie theaters. Where people just get that, like how if you like you the same way that if you go to a certain restaurant and you've never even been there ever before in your life, just by the look of the restaurant, you could tell, okay, this is like this tier.
Yeah.
And then you go to another restaurant, like, okay, this is like this tier. I'm gonna have to get
Some
it.
reason
I
I'm
can't
thinking
just
about
walk
that
in there.
Ibiza
You just
lasagna
understand
I
that.
had in Ibiza.
Yeah, you just understand. People just understand like there's different levels.
Yeah.
I feel like with film, that's also gonna happen. At certain people are just gonna get, oh, this is just like if you have nothing to do, you just and that's
But-
fair. That's fair.
But that's already kind of happening.
That's fair. I mean, you need this too, but this is not.
But I feel that the
Come on,
majority
like-
of people that watch movies, which is like the whole world, actually don't know the difference that much.
Because I see some of this, I'm like, okay, I would just, if you're bored, you just click on something.
Like
I
the
get
woman
it.
on the
This is-
plane next to me.
But if you took the
what
same
is that?
thing,
Come on, she
If you-
watches all these shows. She loves all this, but she doesn't like Three Billboards.
I mean, think about it. A lot of movies that come up here. A lot of movies that come up here are movies that couldn't get distribution
Yeah.
in theaters.
Yes.
That's often
For
the
sure.
case.
It's mostly the straight to DVD shit that's now on Netflix.
That's there. So you have to think about some of the movies on Netflix. People are like, oh, it's good and this and that. If that would have been released in theaters, would you have gone? Would you have gone to the
No.
theater to see it? You watched it here. Would you have gone to the theater to see it?
Nah, man.
That is
See
the
what I
best
mean?
point you ever made about Netflix, by the way.
So that's what it is. That's what it is to me. It's just a difference. It's not bad.
Mhm.
It's not wrong. But it's not
It's-
the same. It's
I mean,
not the
It
same.
is just the video store. It's the video rental now.
It's the
It's the
straight
same.
to DVD shit.
Yeah.
Just regular.
It's these.
They did like Annihilation. Remember that one? That's the same dude who made Ex Machina.
Nah.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's the guy who made Ex Machina,
Is the quality difference huge?
bro.
I mean, like
I was
have you
looking at it. I was
watched
like, "Are you sure this is you? What happened?"
Nah. No.
It's the guy who made Ex Machina. What you
No,
bugging?
it's him.
Alexander Garland.
It's
Yeah,
him
Alex Garland. Yeah,
as
Alex
a Netflix. It's him as a Netflix employee. That's how it feels like.
He made Ex- that's the guy who made
doing
Ex
work for
Machina.
someone
Nah.
else.
Hey.
What are you talking about?
What?
It's the guy who made Ex
How?
Machina.
He's dropped off.
How?
And it's not even like. But here's the thing: Ex Machina came out what year?
2014.
Okay, we're now in 2018. He does Annihilation. It's 4 years. It's not 10 years ago.
No.
He went to rehab or something. He's fine. He's still him.
He doesn't have a
So
concussion.
how do
he's
you
fine.
make something this fucking good and then make something that's not this?
Because of the Netflix guidelines.
But at the same time,
That's why.
he made Dread also. He made Judge
But-
Dredd. Or
Yeah, but last he made before Annihilation was Ex Machina. And Ex Machina was one of the best movies
Yeah,
I've seen
but
in a long time.
if
Fucking genius film.
if the same guy
Annihilation
who made
was
X-
just not. No disrespect, but it's what I'm saying. It's not even a matter of critiquing the people behind it because I don't think it's their fault. It's a different restaurant. That's what it is. It's just not the
Okay.
same level.
It ain't Ralph.
Nah, his roster is
Yeah.
pretty spotty. Like 20 days.
If you're a 5-star chef, but if you're a 5-star chef, but that restaurant you were working at, because of some bad management went out of business, and now you have to work at like a 3-star
Manager
restaurant.
makes the menu.
Yeah. And now you have to work at a 3-star restaurant, right, for some extra dough because you need money. You try to do all this like French shit. They'd be like, it's too much. Just make it small. So we can't pay for all this. Tone it down.
Just go.
Make it easier. That's what I think happened.
That's
It's
what
like,
it
dude, this
So
is-
you don't ever see a point coming. When
It's not
Netflix
even
is
his
gonna-
fault. This is a 5-star chef working at a 3-star restaurant.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It just wasn't. It wasn't even bad. It just wasn't the same level of quality as what he did before. It's just a big difference. Just,
And that's
it's not
Netflix is good
even-
for starting directors, and then they should get the fuck out and do their own thing.
I don't even know if they're good at starting directors, man.
New ones?
Well,
Yeah. And new ones have the chance to just show their stuff and show that they are skilled to some extent.
yeah,
but
it's like
it
a
doesn't.
platform.
It doesn't. At least I feel so. It doesn't really. Films on Netflix don't really start careers. TV shows on Netflix can start careers.
But that's the problem too. I've said that too. Is like they want to revolutionize film and this and that. It's like
Nah.
who's coming up off of Netflix?
No.
That's like as directors, actors.
No.
Yeah. The kids from Stranger Things, they got their shit
Okay.
going on. And you had
That's an outlier.
the
man.
Orange is the New Black People. No, the Orange is the New Black People.
Okay.
They got
okay,
you got a
okay.
couple. They do okay.
Okay,
They get the thing.
Okay, they got.
But
But TV shows again.
yeah, no, not the movies. No,
Yeah.
not the movies. No, the movies. There's not been one. You see the thing. They had the one Netflix movie actually that was nominated for a Golden Globe. I don't think they haven't
Which
had
one was
many.
that?
The one, Beast of No Nation, that
Oh,
was
yeah.
nominated for a Golden
Yeah, but
Globe.
they didn't get.
They got nominated, and the kid got nominated for a Golden Globe.
Okay, but they
And-
didn't submit them for Oscars, or maybe they did and didn't get anything.
I don't think they got it.
Oscars maybe said fuck you guys.
I don't think they got it. My thing is, they need to get to that point where
No,
and
but
Netflix.
was there
Wait,
any?
no,
There
they
was
did.
none
No,
on
sorry, no,
Oscars,
they did.
right?
Mudbound.
I don't know.
D. Reese.
But then again, Emmys.
But I don't
they've
think-
been getting.
I
Is
don't.
there many shows that have been getting Emmys?
Yeah,
There's Master of None and definitely House of Cards. I'm sure. There's
After Stranger Things, I don't think any of them get.
Mudbound was a
yeah,
Netflix
see, there's
film.
this one every year. There's this one show or two
Yeah,
that do well. That's a shitty ratio, by the way.
it is. It
But it's
really
like-
is. If you do hundreds of shows, original shows in a year, and just one of them,
One or two gets nominated, and
I
wins.
think
they win.
I
but
think they
still.
have a lot of potential. I think they could be really, really great for the industry, but they just need to do.
Are you talking movies or?
No, either way, Netflix. But I think they just need to give us at least like a couple high quality, top tier things. That's all. Just give us a couple.
I just don't really understand.
Just
why
a
they
good
meddle.
1, 2, or 3.
Mm.
This is 1, 2, or 3. Is that too much? Just 1, 2, or 3. That's all.
this guy's not begging for it.
It's like because they had House of Cards, Orange is the New Black. So I wasn't watching. They had all this other small shit. I wasn't watching it, but I was like, okay, House of Cards. They got House of Cards now. Okay. They have some issues. All right. We get all right. But Orange is the New Black is ending now.
Mm-hmm.
But then I felt like something like Glow was supposed to
That was supposed to be the next thing.
and then
Yeah.
come
Yeah.
on.
There is just too much control over the creators. I
Look
think.
at the Oscar nominations that
Do you ever
Mudbound
see
got.
a time where Netflix will put movies in theaters?
Mudbound is a movie by no. Mudbound is a
But
is a movie by D. Reese, young up and coming director,
So,
female directress. I don't know if that's a word. But
they're all direct.
they were not. Yeah.
It's
but
like
They were nominated for a couple. See, they were nominated for a couple Oscars. So
okay,
shout out to them.
yeah.
The DP was
hey,
nominated.
but
Rachel
this
Morrison.
didn't go into theaters.
Mm,
No, actually, I
it
don't
probably
think
got a
it did.
limited run if they got Oscar nominations.
They had to be.
Yeah,
I
they
think
have to-
it does.
they
It
should
has.
have.
That's
So
that's
they-
interesting.
I don't
know.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Is there a rule that it has to go?
I think that's one of the rules. Yeah, they need to have. They
Yeah,
need to be
for
in a
Oscars.
theater at least for a certain amount of time.
But they switch up these things because I really don't remember it being in theaters. It's a Netflix original film.
Maybe just really
But it might be.
specific theaters, just so the
It
critics
might
could
be.
see
It might have been. It might have been in theaters.
So,
They
well,
probably did it only in L.A.
Some shit like that.
Yeah,
but what if you only show it at a film festival? That doesn't qualify you for Oscars? Or
It needs to be an American release, I think. So if it is a film festival in America, and at least for a few weeks, maybe 2 or 3 weeks,
They had a theatrical release.
there's some
Yeah.
dumb shit.
yeah,
The
they had it
Oscars
too.
have to die. This whole award show has to go.
Okay.
Really.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, it's too
Yeah.
traditional. Like, I
even
know
though this
everyone
is a
wants
good
to
friend
win
of mine, I want to make sure that, you understand there's differences. I
it. You need. Yeah.
He's
you
so
need-
quick to put us to throw us under a bus. Huh?
I'm just saying,
I'm
I'm,
gonna
so
betray
quick.
him one day. I'm gonna.
So
I'm
quick.
trying to make movies. I ain't trying to piss anybody off.
Nah.
You know
What
what
I'm
I'm
missing anyone off.
I think
like,
I don't think
yeah.
the Oscars
I
really
think they need to
need
modernize.
Yes, it's mostly that.
Spark it up a little.
Yeah, but
bit.
that's then gonna be something else.
They
Again.
need to
Why?
get, like-
Why is it an American movie? It has to be.
I
has to
thought
sh-
it was.
I think
like-
I think it's an I think a lot of people. The thing they do is it's an American award show,
Yeah,
and they act like it isn't, and that's a little unfair.
they act
True.
like it's
They-
worldwide.
It's not a worldwide. It's an American award show for America.
It's
But
the
then-
Americans.
But then scrap
Movie
the
guild.
foreign movie
That's,
category.
but that's exactly what makes it
You
an
know?
American award show, right? It's an
Yeah.
American award show, American films, but they have a foreign section for the foreign films.
Sometimes
that's
they let
really what
an
it is.
American win an Oscar in the normal categories, but mostly they're relegated to the
no,
international.
but because like
section.
the Cannes Movie Awards are global.
That's
Takes place
true.
in France. It's not a
Yep.
French thing.
Yeah.
It's everyone.
True. That's
so
true.
why can't that change a little bit? I know that,
You talk
and
to
you'll
'em.
still have, and most of the Oscar winners will still be American anyway because they're producing the most and the best. Normally,
True.
Yeah.
True.
yeah.
so
Yeah.
True. I don't know. It's I think it happened that non-Americans have won. The artist, for
Yeah.
example, was.
That was a
But
few years
the
ago.
artist
Yeah.
also had American co-production, I think. But
See,
it's the
There's always-
director, writer, actors are French.
but there's always like an
Like,
in.
I think there was.
connecting
I
it.
think there was some American.
foreign
co-production.
actors, those usually win. But like the movies themselves, best
there
picture,
ever-
best
Has
screenplay.
there ever won a movie that's completely non-American, no American production company, no American producers or anything like that?
That probably somewhere.
Should
But, like,
be
Best Picture.
sometime. Yeah, best picture. I mean,
I mean, the
Or-
artist is the closest I get, but I still,
Yeah.
I don't know the details, but I think I remember there was some shit.
That was the only one.
I would assume that because it is the Academy Awards, they should have some tie to an American
That's
company.
probably one of the rules. I mean, they probably
Yeah.
rules. I said they need to switch it up. You know, they should have like Takashi 69 host it or something, or do something new.
I'm done with you.
Yeah, do something
I'm done with your
different.
bullshit.
Eh,
There's always two extremes to something, right? This is another extreme.
They should have like a music video section, or like
Okay,
something
I
like.
could see
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
could
that was
see
a good idea, right?
could
That's
see
a good
that. I
idea.
could-
Yeah,
Yeah.
You brought it back.
So
You
if they
brought it
do
back.
that, you pay me royalties because I came up with that.
No, but yeah, they
Why
should.
don't they have a music video section?
No idea.
Don't they have a music video category?
Nah.
They have it in other award shows, right? Other
Yeah.
movie awards.
Yeah, but why
Yeah.
don't they should have it?
Like they're acting like those people are not directors.
Or
in
web
their shit.
series.
You'd
Yeah.
want This Is America to win, right?
Hmm?
You'd want This Is America to win best video.
No, I'm okay. It doesn't need to win anything. It doesn't. I'm
It already
okay.
won life.
Already won all sorts of-
it already won everybody over, so it's okay.
Not me.
You're weak. You
Not me.
You're on some bullshit.
Not me.
You're on some bullshit.
Anyway, what do you think? Are we gonna? Do you have any more closing points?
What's Busty?
Busted. It's
Busty.
Busty.
Netflix original.
Busted.
Busty.
It's,
Watch 2
D.
episodes now. The fuck are you talking about 2? Where's the rest?
What is 2 episodes only?
Since when did they do that?
They don't do that.
They every now and then they put a show on weekly instead of always.
Oh come on! Like,
So,
know what you're doing, man.
this is-
what is that about? Hey, let's
This is
talk
a game
about
show. This is a Korean game show.
it. Oh, that explains it.
Oh yeah.
That explains
So,
it. 'Cause
Busted
it's
is-
live, so you can't be doing.
Yeah, it's tackling different mysteries in each episode of this game show. 7 sleuths get closer to solving the biggest one of all. What happened to Project D? So they just need to solve a mystery. Like it's similar. A long time ago, I talked about this one Korean game show I was watching. That was pretty interesting.
The one with the girls and all the vanilla ice cream.
What the fuck are you talking about?
They're all like
The one
that.
with the
No,
girls
no,
and the
no,
vanilla.
no.
That's what you said.
No,
You
no,
said
no,
it was
no,
for
no.
girls.
No, I know what you.
He's-
I'm not. Nah.
That's what you said. The one with the girls and something they do with.
You need to shut the fuck up. 'Cause
No, whipped cream. It was whipped cream that you put on a cake.
It's called the
And
Genius.
it's like cake.
It's people trying to outsmart each other.
That's not what you're talking
None
about.
of these bullshit
That's
that
not
you're
what you're
talking
talking
about.
about. That's
And
not-
now I need to
that
look
is-
it up
that is
to
crazy.
make
What
sure.
he remembers.
It's called The
Everything.
Genius.
Wait, but that's an actual game show, or like,
it's an actual game show. It's
'cause
pretty.
it was shot like cinematic, it seemed, from the shots, the
Um,
thumbnails and stuff.
They be doing things differently.
Look
over
at
there.
that.
Over there, they
Like a
really
movie.
yeah. Over there, they do stuff a bit different than us. They are pretty.
Better.
Then when,
Many
when,
cases.
when it comes to reality shows over there, we talked about this. We never put that episode out, but on the Terrace
It's a
House
secret
episode,
episode.
on the Terrace House episode, we talked about how they film. Maybe we should do an different episode on that at some other time. But they are really good at using cinematic techniques on reality shows to make the reality shows
Yeah.
seem more interesting.
But
than
that's what they
are.
want to do there.
Yeah.
Here we don't want to do that. People
Here
want
we
it to
want
look raw
handouts.
and dirty.
Yeah,
Yeah, otherwise they
Because,
say it's
you know-
scripted and all that.
Yeah.
because it is
Love and Hip Hop, you said, is all fake.
because these American
Yeah.
or Western reality shows are very scripted. They want to make it seem very raw, and they're also very scripted, but they are okay with that. They're just showing it as it is.
But that's weird because I feel
Don't-
like that's not scripted at all. Actually, even though it's cinematic, I didn't feel like it was
Yeah, I
scripted.
feel like
Terrace
you know,
House was the least scripted one we watched. Others are more scripted. So the Genius that I was watching is a bit. It's from what it seems like it's not that scripted. They have these games they play and the games have rules and everything and all that. But to some extent, you see that scripted, and I would assume this is also scripted because this is like a mystery thing. You go through. It seems like you go through multiple parts of a city. That cannot be all genuine. You need to plan some shit.
This program is exciting. That's what it says under there. Exciting.
Yeah. What? It says that stuff now.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It gives hints.
like it says that.
What is this? Does it say it's funny?
Oh, this is the what did it say there?
Provocative.
Ali Wong stand up is controversial.
It doesn't say anything.
Ah.
Oh, maybe it's because a different banner. Oh wait, let's try this one. It doesn't say anything. It's stand-up
Oh.
comedy. Yeah,
All right.
but yeah, these are some of the different stuff that's on here. Netflix is in a weird place right now because they're the biggest film platform, it seems, in the world.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're not making the most interesting stuff.
It feels like they've been in a testing phase since they started.
Yeah.
They're still in the
It's
testing
always
phase.
a beta.
Yeah. The whole thing is a beta.
It's weird.
When is it going to change, Oliver? Tell us.
I don't know, man. I'm just waiting for the good Lord to
You don't
to
believe?
bring us wisdom and guidance.
You don't
so that we
believe?
can
You-
follow.
you
You're
need to-
lying. You don't, you're a fucking heathen. You don't
Hey,
believe
shut the
in shit.
Fuck up, Jeff.
You don't believe in shit.
You go watch a Vanilla Ice Cream Korean game show and shut the
Shut the
fuck
fuck
up.
up. We need to get the fuck out of here.
All right.
Oh. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the show.
Jesus Christ.
The last bit was like all over the fucking place.
Oh man, this was 3 Angry Men.
My name is Jeff.
Nick.
Oliver. Till next time.
Till next time.